Alright, here we are, Canadian junkyard. Okay, pro tip here. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show, Fixing Random Crap with Craig. This is a executive summary, a shortcut video of a long journey we've been on for the last month or so, dealing with our beloved Roger the robot, who you'll see happily swimming in the pool now again. Which is great to see because, like I say, it has been quite a journey getting him back set up. I have experienced error 10 codes on him in the past, and generally it was just an issue at this connector here. You know, by taking this thing apart and kind of cleaning the contacts, those four, little nubs that come out there. Trying to represent those with my fingers, that was stupid. But anyway, those four little contacts, we thought, tend to be the problem quite often. But in this case, it was my cable that was a problem. We tried a whole bunch of different things with those contacts, which are in the longer video. It's like 35 minutes. That's why I want to do a short one. What it turned out to be is when you look at your robot and you see the where the cable comes out, there is a black plastic elbow there. Actually, he's going to come up and show us right good here. So there's a black plastic elbow here. I'll try to get out of the sun so you get a little bit better light. See that black nub right there where the gray cable meets the black elbow? So that area experiences a lot of pressure. Some people tend to pull on the cable a little bit to maybe redirect the robot, or heaven forbid pull him up out of the pool that way. That would be really bad. But this robot is many years old. We inherited it with the house, with the pool. So I'm not sure how, if the cable was pulled a little too much. And I got young kids who are, constantly causing problems. So they probably might have been pulling on the thing too. But anyway, although it didn't look that bad at that spot, like the wire was not, cracked. The gray outer sheath of that wire was not cracked in any way. It did turn out that the constant wear, and honestly, every time that thing turns or moves or goes up the wall or whatever, there's always pressure on that little spot. So let me show you this. This is that spot in the cable. This spot, see where those two, the red and the brown, have a little crack there? That, when I opened up this wire, that's what I saw. And what was happening is, what led me to do that is a lot of multimeter readings that were giving me strange resistance readings and voltage readings going through those two cables. So when I opened up these wires, it was evident that was the problem, or at least one of the problems, as it turned out. So what I did is I just put a little bit of electrical tape on those two wires to keep them from touching one another. And we tried it again. I put this cable all kind of back together and used this Flex Seal product that is kind of still on here. To sort of waterproof everything. I had this, you'll see in the video, it was basically really well protected. And then, then I pulled the wire in a little bit further into the unit so that it wouldn't be constantly moving on that spot again, so that this piece of wire would be a little more protected. So we also have and that worked actually. That worked for an hour. And then it stopped working again. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So it seems like another problem, either this caused another problem or this problem was about to happen anyway. So this is the Detangler device. This looks probably more like this on yours, kind of thing, like that, whatever. And this thing is meant to twist so that, the cable doesn't get detangled. This is a very complex part. There's another really good video out there that I watched. That a guy who's an engineer built a new part to go in here. Because, again, if you want to replace this cable, it's $450, which is preposterous. But this is an expensive piece of it. Apparently on some of the new ones, they don't even include this anymore because it's so problematic. So I was about to throw this cable in the garbage. I was at the point where I'm researching new robots, and it's this is too much of a problem. I need to clean my pool. And I was looking at maybe a new robot or other used robots or whatever. So I said, you know what, as a last-ditched effort, I'm going to just cut this thing out. Because I was back to getting those same weird readings on the multimeter. It just didn't make any sense. So I just cut this out completely. Then I had like the other end of this plug, right? Like I had right here. So this other end of the plug is now going into the robot. That was a little bit complicated as well because I needed to rewire the actual plug. There's a plug that goes into the motor inside the robot. All the directions on how to take the robot apart are in the super long video. And then also the trick was I needed to get new pin connectors to be able to feed the wire into the plug so that it could plug into the unit, to the motor portion. And those were pretty hard to find. I again almost gave up, and my neighbor kind of gave me a thought on a place where I might get it. Found a website and was able to get the right pin connectors. They're like 18 cents. I bought 20 of them. I only needed 3, and I ended up needing like 16 of them based on taking a little while to get used to how to crimp them together and also screwing up a few times. So for about $10 of pin connectors, we were able to get this. That's including shipping, actually. We were able to get this thing back in service. Roger lives on, and because these guys are like $2,000 now to buy a new one of these, which is crazy. So that's the short version. I'm gonna put a link to the long video if you want to see all the pain and agony that I went through and see those parts, everything that we did to do it. Get yourself a fresh beer because it's like 35 minutes. But anyway, I hope it helps, and good luck getting your robot back in service. See you next time on Fixing Random Crap with Craig.